The first stop on our musical adventure is Georgetown Records in beautiful Georgetown. Founded in 2004, this beloved neighborhood hangout, which shares space with Fantagraphic Books, features an eclectic selection of music, specializes in an ever-changing collection of used vinyl, and is seriously interested in buying records in good condition every Saturday from 12 to 5. We asked store owner Martin Imbach to describe Georgetown Records in one word.
Home.
And to name his top 5 album covers of all time.
My 5 favorite record covers we have in the store right now would have to begin with the Sonics' Boom. It's an iconic Northwest album, one of the greatest bands of all time. The cover was designed by Zane Baker, and the photograph is by Ginny Dellaccio. My next favorite album cover in the store right now would be the psychedelic sounds of the 13th Floor Elevators. It's one of the first album covers that really used the psychedelic design motif, and one of my all-time favorite bands. Another favorite of mine would be a cover designed by Jim Flora, who was a great album cover designer from the 50s. And the record is Souter Finnegan, Revisited. The next one would be by a group called the Pop Group, out of England, 1980, I believe. The record is called For How Much Longer Do We Tolerate Mass Murder? And I just love the record, I love the cover, and I love the message. And finally, the record by Peter Michael Hamel from Germany, 1972. Just a classic example of acid album cover.
Well, thanks, Martin. And joining us here at Georgetown Records is our very first band, the Knights of Trash. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Hello.
Yay! Your fans are here. Robby Splinter, great to see you, man.
You too.
So let's introduce the fellows starting over here on your right.
Sure. Jamie Jaspers playing bass over here.
Hey, Jamie.
Dwayne Morman on the drums.
Dwayne.
And Zack Static over here
there.
On guitar.
Right on. Now, I did not know about you guys until Martin, the owner of this store, told me about you. Listened to you on Bandcamp, completely hooked, completely freaked out. Such a great sound. How would you describe the sound?
Well, I'll tell you, we started as we started covering songs.
What's the band?
A band called the Milkshakes. The Milkshakes are a post-punk, midway kind of garage rock band,
yeah.
And that's kind of how we modeled our sound, as it were, and so yeah, I mean, you know, it's definitely garage rock.
Yeah. There's a definite Sonics quality to it in there.
That's a compliment.
And so, absolutely. And what made you turn to doing original stuff and performing original
that's
stuff?
sort of the progression, right?
Yeah,
You start to feed off of that energy and that sound, and then eventually you move on to sort of writing your own stuff in that vein of music, and so that's kind of how this has evolved into being what it is.
Well, I'm really glad you did that because it's working. Your original sound is so great.
Thank you.
So your debut record, self-titled, came out about a year ago-ish, right?
Yep.
And you're currently working on a new one,
That's right.
It's going to come out in maybe a couple months.
That's right. Yep. We recorded some songs up in Capitol Hill with a good friend of ours, and so we're excited about that.
And the first song, or the only song you're playing for us, I believe, is off of the new record coming out, and it is called?
She's the One.
And did you write it?
I did write that song, and it's a song about essentially the relentless pursuit of rejection, if you will.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I like that.
The kids love it.
The kids love that.
Yeah.
So are you guys ready to hit this thing?
Ready?
Ready?
Indeed.
Okay,
Let's do it.
ladies and gentlemen, the Knights of Trash. Woo!
Million Well, she's the one, 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 little girl. Well, she's the one, she's the one, she's the one, she's the one, she's the one. She's the one, little girl.